Ricky. Again, we're back to Arizona. Hi, Ricky. How may I help you today?
Hey, how's it going, Doctor? Joe?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little preoccupied.
How may I help you, Ricky?
So, all right. So my question is, I feel like I'm trying to, show my spouse that. What's the question I'm looking for? Try to show her that I am, that I love her unconditionally. But it seems like I'm almost doing it too much. Like she's getting overwhelmed. And what are some suggestions that you might have where I can actually show her that unconditional love without actually being too pushy?
If I may ask, what kind of things are you doing that she feels are pushy?
Well, when, because she's been staying away from home. We've been separated but lived together. So she's been staying away, and then whenever she's going to sleep or whenever I'm going to sleep, I'll say goodnight, and I'll just send her a wink, like a smiley face, and she'll just say, like, she knows it hurts me when she calls me by name instead of addresses me by like babe or love. But she says goodnight Ricardo, or goodnight Ricky. Things like that. And I feel like that's kind of just pushing her away. And like lately I've been texting her, like, how you doing, how's it going, or how's your day going, how are the kids? And she'll just simply replies, good, fine, and I'll talk to you later, those kind of things. So last week we had a really good week, but this week has been kind of just a flip. And I don't know what to do. I feel like that's kind of the problem.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty obvious to me that you love this woman, right?
Definitely.
Okay, and I get that. And so sorry for your pain, my friend. Are you familiar enough with our material to know what we mean when we talk about smart contact?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And remember that smart contact is if I know that something I'm doing is evoking a negative emotion within the other person, then I stop doing that. And then whatever communication we're going to have. And just listening to you, it sounds like you have a pretty good idea about the things that you do that's going to evoke kind of a negative response from her. If she's saying back to you something that you know is communicating to you a negative, like calling you by your name, and that, of course, you must be at a very busy place there, my friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's background noise. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. My suggestion to you is this. Start making notes. And if not writing on paper, at least mentally. Start making notes about, okay, when I do this, she reacts either coldly or negatively. When I do that, she reacts negatively or coldly. And those are the kind of things I would recommend that you stop doing, because if you continue to do them, it appears you're just going to get that much more cold or negative response. Now, you live in the same house. You said last week was a good week. What made last week a good week?
Well, we kind of had an agreement where, we both had sexual urges, and she said that she kind of we were living in separate rooms, and she kind of wanted to come into my room. She texted me that she wanted to go into my room, that she was tempted because she had the urge. And I told her she should have, which I'm open to, and the next day she did, and it was amazing. And then the next day after that, we did again.
Good.
But it's all at the end of the night, and but that's why I think it went really well. But then almost like the what's it called, the switch flipped, and all of a sudden she's just like, maybe we made a mistake, kind of thing.
That would not be unusual at all. The good news, my friend, is this. The fact that she got into bed with you, and particularly since she got into bed with you twice. Understand that for women to become aroused physiologically, they first have to become aroused psychologically. What I mean is that no matter how strong their sex drive is, unless it's a woman that's just having sex with everybody, which is not your situation at all. But in a situation like yours, when a woman becomes aroused and wants to be in your bed with you when she's aroused, it means at least for that period of time, she has opened herself up to you emotionally and psychologically. In other words, it's not just two bodies melding, it's two people becoming one, if you'll let me say that. And having done that, when she's like, I'm not wanting to stay in this. I want to do something different, but I did that. Well, it was good enough. Then I wanted to do it again the next day. It would be very common that a woman who did that would do exactly what she does, or what she did, I should say, which is the day after the switch flips, and it's like, no, maybe I shouldn't have done that. When that kind of thing happens, my recommendation would be don't freak out when that switch flips. Just go, okay. She wanted to come into my bed. I didn't beg her in. I didn't drag her in. She came in because she wanted to, and she came twice. The fact that she now wants to pull away a little bit, then you become very understanding. Like, I can understand. I enjoyed being able to make love with you, but I understand how you're feeling right now. Boom, leave it alone. I wouldn't even add, and if you get to feeling that way again, my bedroom's always open, which would be the temptation you'd want to do because you love her, okay? But just to back off so there's no pressure. And just say, I understand how you feel.
You said you wouldn't add that?
Personally, I wouldn't.
You would not add that?
Personally, I would not.
Oh, okay.
And the reason being, so she doesn't feel that I'm pushing. It would, I would be comfortable in saying, thank you for coming. It was very good. Something like that, that's fine. Which lets her know that if she wants to come back, she can. But you're not phrasing it in such a way to where she feels that you're pushing her to come back. Now, the fact that she got under your bed is a very good sign. The fact that she got under your bed twice in a row is an extremely good sign. It does not necessarily mean all your problems are solved, but that she has to have at least a certain degree of emotional connection with you for that to happen. And so the fact that she now backs off, perfectly natural. I suggest don't panic, don't worry about that, don't let it scare you. That's typically what a person would do in that particular situation. Now, are there any conversations that you guys have that she initiates about anything?
Well, this morning she texted me just hi, and then I didn't respond to her. A few minutes later, she texted me hi again. But that's it. She's just very plain, very to the point, just hi. And
if I may ask, why did you not respond?
I was busy at work. I saw her text, but I didn't know what to say. I wanted to say hey, but I guess I put too much thought into it, but then after the second hi, I replied, hey.
Good.
Because, it takes a lot.
Yeah, just don't overthink it, my friend. And whenever she initiates a conversation, I would recommend that you respond as quickly as you can. I've heard people say, well, I'm just going to wait a while so she'll know I'm not easy. No. My suggestion is when she contacts you, that's anything that has positive, even a hi. Respond back, hi, hope you're doing well. Okay, just a little bit to the hi.
Okay.
Hope you're doing well, but not much. You don't send a paragraph, you send a very short sentence. Hi, hope you're doing well today. Because she initiated the contact, and that's a good thing. And so react positively and warmly, but not overwhelmingly to any initiation that she starts. Now, I can't predict what's going to happen in your marriage, my friend, but I'm telling you what, these sound like good signs to me, Ricky. They really do. I don't want to give you false hope. I mean, it doesn't mean everything's going to be hunky-dory tomorrow. But these are good signs, and if my recommendation is take them as good signs. Don't overread them. Don't overthink them. Just take advantage of whatever comes. But those are good things, my friend. Good things.
Great. I just wanted to add one more thing. When after that second night, the next day she texted me that she couldn't imagine, even though she hasn't made up her mind yet, she couldn't imagine anyone else doing those things to her. And I replied in the same way she said. I told her, I know it's up in the air, but I couldn't imagine doing that with anyone else. And it's almost like she felt like I forced it, because she texted me. It sounded kind of forced. And I told her, well, it wasn't really forced, but I feel like I'm trying to show her that I love her unconditionally, but I'm trying too hard.
Okay. It sounded to me like what you wrote back was fine. The fact that she reacted in some kind of a semi-negative way about that, I wouldn't panic over that. And if she does it again, well, if it sounded forced, just text back a very simple message. Sorry it sounded forced, but it was from my heart. Boom. No other explanation.
Oh, okay.
Relatively short. You follow? And then,
Yeah.
but it sounds to me like things are going the right direction, my friend. I hope it works out for you. I truly, truly do. If we can help, please call us. We'll help you in any way we possibly can.
Definitely. I think there's a lot more to my relationship with her than there is just over the phone that I'm telling you, because she has an ex-husband who's always around, and he's got kids with her. So I feel like he's actually caught onto your show. He's kind of implementing those things, and it's kind of just messing up our relationship.
Yeah.
But that's for another day. I guess I can call back another time.
All right. Or if you wish, you might want to call our office and set up some coaching with one of our coaches, because they can spend a lot more time, ask a lot more questions, learn a lot more. If you would like to do that, it's just the number we'll give at the end of the program. If you don't want to, I'm not trying to sell you coaching, but I'm saying the coaches will do a lot longer session with you, okay?
All right.
All right, Ricky, you take care, my
that
friend.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your time, Doc.